What is North County and Orange County? This is something you need to know, especially if you are thinking about living in Orange County but working in Los Angeles, California. So let's get started. So here we are in Orange County, California, and if you don't know anything about Orange County, you may not know what South County and North County means. We have plenty of videos on South County and North County. This video is on North County. So South County is a totally different theme. It really just takes what Irvine is known for and runs with it. Irvine's known for, the glistening master plan communities. And that's kind of just what South County is. Not that North County doesn't have that. It's just that North County is more known for being more eclectic. It's older than South County. So, a lot of people think North County is more charming. And if you are planning on working in Los Angeles, North County may be where you want to live. Because driving from South County to Los Angeles, to me, that's a little bit too far. I don't know about you.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. So basically, when people have reached out, they sound really interested in South Orange County. And then they're like, okay, well, do you have to be anywhere on a consistent basis? And if they have a job that's, let's say, in Los Angeles, and they have to go consistently to it, if you're going there 5 days a week, that trek from South County to Los Angeles is going to be pretty dicey.
It's going to be brutal.
Yeah, if you're going there like once a week or even twice a week, okay. I mean, I guess it depends on your tolerance, of course, level. But as a general rule of thumb, I would say that, like if you're going there 5 days a week, definitely North County is right for you.
Yeah, for sure. So you want to I guess we can zoom in on North County. Let's just kind of go over what the cities all the cities. They tend to be actually smaller cities, except, of course, Anaheim is huge, right?
Yeah.
So you want to just talk about what all the cities are, and then we'll kind of focus on some of the more popular ones for your clients, because Sean's had quite a few clients that have chosen particular cities in Orange County or in North Orange County that seem to come up over and over again. But you kind of think of North County as like, even though Huntington Beach is kind of farther south, but since you have the opportunity of Pacific Coast Highway, a lot of people like Huntington Beach for that reason. And then, of course, you have above it, you have Seal Beach.
So this is Pacific Coast Highway right here. So in Huntington, you have a couple different options. You can take the 405 freeway to get to LA, of course, because 405 freeway is one of the major arteries in all of Southern California and feeds into Los Angeles. Or you could take Pacific Coast Highway, and it kind of, as you get closer to Long Beach, it kind of intersects with the 405 freeway, or gets really close to it. So you kind of hit the whole freeway network from there. So before we continue, let's introduce ourselves. I'm Sean Dezahd.
And I'm Courtney Dezahd.
And we're licensed realtors here in the state of California. And if you're watching this channel, you might be thinking, wow, Sean, I love Orange County. I love the blue skies. I love the beautiful weather. I can't wait to move out here now. The problem is I'm not local. I may be out of state. I may be even out of the country. So I don't know what to do. And I totally get that. That's when to reach out to us. So we can have that conversation, really find out specifically what you're looking for, and we can be your boots on the ground. We can actually identify these homes with you, and we can actually scope out the homes doing virtual tours of not just the properties, but the neighborhoods as well. So what you want to do is you want to give us a call or shoot us a text.
Yes, that number is a cell phone, so you can call us or text us, or you can use WhatsApp if you're outside the country.
Okay, so we have Huntington Beach that you brought up.
Yeah.
And then also we have Seal Beach right here.
Yeah.
So these are the two, and then Seal Beach is actually literally around the border. On the other side is Long Beach itself.
Yeah.
And then Rossmore is not technically a city, it's a census district, but they, along with Los Alamitos, are part of the Los Alamitos Unified School District. So that's there. Cypress is another one. Buena Park, La Habra, Brea, and then Yorba Linda, and Anaheim Hills, sort of like. So now this is actually less LA, although people do use it because the 91 freeway also goes there.
Yeah.
But then also, if you like, it actually goes east and it actually gets into Riverside / San Bernardino counties, which some people obviously have work out there too. And then of course, Fullerton is a huge, very popular city for people that want to live, again, behind this orange curtain right here.
Yeah.
If you want to have, if you need to work in LA, but you want to have Orange County lifestyle, kind of the cities that are hugging, obviously, that orange curtain. And then obviously a couple of the cities around this out are Placentia and Stanton.
And then parts of Anaheim, too. Even though Anaheim's huge, depending on where you are, I mean, you can be pretty far north.
Yeah, so obviously, as you can see, we're pushing right up against the LA County border here.
Yeah, and then, some other cities I'd consider more central, like Westminster, Fountain Valley, Costa Mesa, Santa Ana. Those are more central. Even Orange, I'd say, is, definitely more central.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, but
Villa Park, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So, yeah, I would probably say, so I'm going to remove those ones just because, again, we're trying to stay fairly close to that edge here.
And then do you want to sort of talk about maybe some of the more popular ones that your clients tend to choose over and over again? You want to start with Huntington?
The more notables? Yes, for
you
sure.
want to start with Huntington?
Let's go for it.
Yes, Huntington, it's got a lot of really good value. And even though Huntington is pretty far south, like we were saying, because you do have the opportunity of the Pacific Coast Highway.
Yeah, so like
it's kind of like a cheat to get into LA County.
Yes, as we're in Huntington, so like this is the county border, right, to the Los Angeles, and so you have, Long Beach, I should say. So yeah, Huntington Beach, you have this little thing called the 1 right here. That Pacific Coast Highway goes, again, it just hugs the coast. But then, so you have Huntington that can kind of get you right there. And then once you pass the border, like as you get into Seal Beach area, then you have the 605, 405, like 22, 91. Like you have all this stuff kind of happening pretty quick. And then of course, if you're depending on where you are in Huntington, that's if you're on the coast. But if you're a little bit further north in Huntington, because Huntington kind of goes a decent amount inland, you also just have straight up, you can just hit the 405 freeway right here and just head all the way to LA pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And then obviously, so we brought up Seal Beach. So I'm going to kind of lump these together. I know that this might annoy some people that we're actually lumping together Los Alamitos, Rossmore, and Seal Beach, but it's only because one of the main reasons is they're right next to each other. But second, they're right, they're in the same school district. So we're kind of like, okay, we're just going to lump them together just for the sake of this video, right?
Well, and also they're very small. There's not
much. There's
not much there, so it's
as far as population for sure.
So yeah, they're very small cities. So,
but people love this. I mean, Los Alamitos School District is considered very highly rated on niche.com. Obviously, feel free to just check the rankings yourself. There's obviously greatschools.org. That's another resource. Of course, nothing compares to just doing some digging and investigation on your own. But so people really like Los Alamitos, Rossmore, Seal Beach just because it's right on the border. So it's super super convenient from that perspective.
Yeah.
And then as we get a little bit further north here. And then, we're talking, and as far as we're going to bypass some cities only because we're just going with the ones that kind of have come across, like that people bring up over and over again. So Fullerton is another one of these cities that's super popular. People love it. I mean, so one, Cal State Fullerton is right there. So you have one of the two major universities. I mean, Chapman obviously is up there as well, but so University of California, Irvine, and Cal State Fullerton and I would say Chapman are the three major universities in Orange County.
Yeah.
And so Fullerton obviously is where Cal State Fullerton is. And again, they are also very highly rated as far as schools are concerned too.
Yeah, so Troy High School, which is right next to
Cal State Fullerton.
Right next to Cal State Fullerton, that is, according to niche.com, the #1 ranked high school in Orange County, and Sunny Hills is right there. That's a very highly ranked high school. And what's interesting about Fullerton, it's very cute. So when I used to work in Irvine, my boss, when I worked at the Orange County Business Journal, he lived in Fullerton, even though he could easily live in Irvine, but he didn't like how sterile Irvine was. He wanted to live in Fullerton. He just liked it better. He thought it had more character. It's got a cool music scene there. It's got a really cool downtown. It's got, more eclectic homes. So people love Fullerton, and also the median price tends to be fairly good, doesn't it?
Yeah, and also you can get some homes with a decent amount of land. Let's say like a half acre or plus, or a little bit minus. Again, kind of depending, but there's a bit more land here. The topography is a bit on the more hilly side. Fullerton's obviously got it's a pretty there's a lot of mix of different types of properties and stuff in Fullerton. So it's kind of one of those things where obviously if this is a place that interests you, feel free to reach out to us so we can have that conversation to find out specifically, kind of what parts of Fullerton might, make the most sense for the type of home you're looking for. And then another one that's obviously pretty popular too is Brea. Brea is interesting because it kind of has a bit of a South Orange County feel to it. So as Fulton is very distinctly different, and also Fulton does have a downtown, which is nice too. But Brea has some newer homes, and we kind of classify newer in Orange County as anything built really the year 2000 and newer. So just kind of take that with what is. I know for a lot of areas that's like ancient and old, but for Orange County, just because we don't have massive amounts of new development here, again, en masse, there are new developments taking place, but they're in other pockets, and we have had videos regarding that, so we can give you a link to that later on as far as the new construction areas of Orange County. But Brea has some newer stuff where it kind of has a South Orange County feel. So if you want to be fairly close to LA County, but want that South County kind of more experience, like with HOAs and all that other stuff, which some people hate, by the way, but if that's what you're looking for, Brea might be the perfect fit for you from that perspective.
For sure.
And then as we go a little bit further east, now we're talking about Yorba, Linda, and I love me some Yorba, Linda. So basically, you have it's more hilly, you have some homes with views, you might have some, there are more opportunities for larger homes, equestrian type properties potentially. So you have a lot of things going in Yorba, Linda. And again, because it's right along the 91 freeway, again, I don't like the 91 freeway. I'm going to be real. It's a pretty tough freeway to drive, but it is a freeway, right? So if you're wanting, it's a kind of a straight shot to intersect with the 5 freeway, go a bit farther down, you can hit the 405 freeway. Again, 2 major freeways in Southern California. But you take the 91 freeway, you can hit LA. If you're working actually up north, let's cities, like City of Industry, City of Commerce type stuff, you actually have, along the 57 freeway, you can actually hit that as well. So you have a lot of different options from Yorba, Linda to kind of work in a lot of Southern California. In fact, you can also take the 91 freeway, go east, and then you're hitting Riverside County and even into San Bernardino. So you can kind of go a little bit of everywhere in Yorba, Linda. And to further illustrate, if you go east, along 91 freeway, that's where you actually hit Riverside County. And if you go west, you hit 405. You can hit the 405 and also the 5 freeways right here. And you go 57 north, you can actually hit City of Commerce, for instance. And then actually to round this off, we actually have another city that's pretty cool that people like a lot. So Anaheim Hills is another really cool neighborhood in Orange County, and people really like it by the name. It's got hills, and so with hills, you tend to have a bit more opportunities for views. Actually, what you also have opportunities for is, because the topography is a bit more on the hilly side, it doesn't feel like you're stacked upon each other all that much. So it kind of feels like you have a bit more space, just because it's not flat. So you can't do the whole Brady Bunch grid where you're surrounded by 8 other neighbors directly around you. You have a bit more opportunity for privacy, actually.
Yeah, the topography is really similar to Yorba, Linda. It's very hilly. So sometimes a complaint that they might have about Irvine is that it's very flat in areas, and so you sort of have neighbors everywhere. Every corner is a neighbor, where the topography doesn't allow that in places like Anaheim Hills and Yorba, Linda. So the opportunity for having a little bit more sense of privacy, I think, is there. So.
Yeah, for sure. So again, people really like Anaheim Hills a lot. I really like Anaheim Hills a lot. It's actually one of those kind of, I don't say it's a secret neighborhood, but it's one of those neighborhoods that people go, once they actually see it, they're like, wow, this place is really awesome, actually. Mm-hmm. So we're obviously going to keep this fairly abbreviated because we don't want to just belabor the point. These are the kind of more popular cities in North Orange County that really, again, if you're working in LA, have business in LA, or honestly, for that matter, in Riverside area, these are really good options for you.
Yeah, and if you are interested in some tours, so we've actually gotten, on the ground tours of these areas. I will link to 2 tours right here. Well, actually, I'll link to a tour. I don't know, I'll do Fullerton as one of the tours because it's a cool city. And then I will link to our playlist that has all of the cities that we've ever toured, so you can sort of pick and choose which ones you want to look at.
And remember, we are licensed realtors here in the state of California. So as much as we love making these videos, what we love more is to help you with your real estate needs. So whether you're looking to buy or sell a home, what you want to do is you want to give us a call or shoot us a text.
Yes, that number is a cell phone, so you can call us or text us, or you can use WhatsApp if you're outside the country.